How to prevent SSH from disconnecting if it's been idle for a while. I have a SSH connection to a machine which gets disconnected by that machine after 30 minutes of no user input. However, if I start something like top, the connection stays alive. Since this is a client's machine, I cannot reconfigure that machine's SSH server. So I am looking for a way to automatically detect idleness and start something like top. Kind of a screensaver for bash. I know that I can do that with Screen, but unfortunately Screen is not installed, and I cannot install software. So I need to use what bash offers. To make it clear, I am looking for a solution that I start once after logging in, and then I want to use that terminal, walk away, come back 2 hours later and continue working, without typing anything before walking away. Also, I am not looking to tunnel stuff. For that I recommend the great tools Shuttle. Any ideas?
To make it clear, I am looking for a solution that I start once after logging in, and then I want to use that terminal, walk away, come back 2 hours later and continue working, without typing anything before walking away. The problem is that there is something, usually a firewall or load balancer, which is dropping idle sessions. If you configure session keep alives, the keep alives will prevent network devices from considering the session as idle. Linux, Unix, Cygwin OpenSH fix. The simplest fix is to enable SSH client keep alives. This example will send an SSH keep alive every 60 seconds. If you want to enable this on all your sessions, put this in your /etc/ssh/ssh_config or ~/.ssh/config. For more information, see the /config man page. PuTTY fix. Save this to your PuTTY default settings. Click on connection. Type 60 into seconds between keep alives.
In addition to Mike Pennington's answer, I would like to make you aware of server alive count max 2. The server alive interval will send a keep alive every X seconds, default is 0, which disables this feature if not set to something else. This will be done server alive count max times if no response is received. The default value of server alive count max is 3, see man page /config. Example, if you set server alive interval to 60 and leave server alive count max as it is, this means the keep alive will only wait for 3 times 60 equals 180 seconds equals 3 minutes before quitting. To increase this to, for example, 2 hours of trying to keep the connection alive, you can do per command. Therefore you should consider to set persistent. To make it persistent, write it to /etc/ssh/ssh_config, will apply system-wide, or ~/.ssh/config, will apply user only. #note. As Dislick correctly pointed out, this might not what you want, depending on your situation. If you would like to quickly terminate the session as soon as the server does not respond anymore, you should choose a low value for server alive count max. If you are more interested in keeping an already established connection, for example you go by train and have a high latency, you should choose a higher value for server alive count max to allow SSH to keep trying to re-establish the connection. See also Unix.stackexchange.com. What is the default idle timeout for OpenSH?
I am using Mobaxterm and have also met with this problem. Mobaxterm also ships with an option to keep the client alive when the client is idle. Go to Settings, Configuration, SSH. There is section titled SSH Settings. Check the option SSH Keep Alive. Then the problem should disappear.
I usually do.
If you want to support the channel, press the consider subscribing.